Can't have that in the shot because it'll be illegal. Okay.
Illegal, bro. I'm not for the illegalness.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Maximum Capacity Podcast.
The capacity's to the maximum, buddy.
Yeah, we're maxed out. So after this, no more podcasts.
Not allowed. You can't even do it.
This is the last one.
You can't even do it.
This is the first episode. So we're gonna start this off with the $300 bottle of tequila that Mike bought me. I think that's a good idea.
It's for the Schmeat birthday. He bought me a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. So I decided to, one-up him just a little bit. But we agreed it's the last expensive birthday present for each other until we get rich.
Pretty cool. Yeah, until we get rich.
Hopefully sooner than later,
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good.
Alright, chat. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
Tastes like tequila.
Such a beautiful feeling. We gotta try to keep our voices down so the other mic doesn't pick up because we're not really professional yet. This is kind of just a
trial phase.
This is our first episode, so
it's the first one.
Also, we're sponsored by Red Bull.
I wish we were.
Kinda. Yeah,
I wish we were.
We're not really sponsored by Red Bull. But it would be cool one day, It's a big dream, so. Alright, now that we get all the hard stuff out of the way, the Steven and the kids. And
yeah. So,
and the tequila.
We
and
got
the Red
off
Bull.
track with Steven living across the street.
I feel like one day, me filming everybody is going to get us doxxed.
Oh, 100%, bro. Do you know how many times you've showed, somebody's license plate or, somebody's, house in a video?
I know. And I try to, blur it out. I try not to make it,
It's kind of hard to do, though. You just kind of pray that people don't notice it, don't... This is nobody's house. We filmed this in front of a random house. No, I don't know. I'm not too worried about stuff like that, though. I feel like the only people that would do something about it is,
Make sure you talk, a little quieter and get a little closer to the mic. Yeah, it's time to get intimate.
Don't tell me to get intimate, buddy.
That's why I wore this tie.
Because it's his coming out podcast. Actually, he told me earlier he's coming out as a podcaster.
Yeah. Bro, this combination's actually crazy.
The Red Bull and the tequila.
This tequila.
Bro, what is that stuff even called again?
It's called.
I forget.
Canalago.
Missing?
I don't know. I'm not fucking Spanish. I don't know.
I think it's Cornelio or something.
Yeah.
Cornelio.
Well, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Shout out to Mexico.
I took a gamble. I was like, what box up there on the liquor store shelf looks the best? What do I think Schmeat would like? And then I looked at the wood and I was like, she would fuck with the wood. It's a little dark. Yeah, it's a little dark in here. A little dark. Because try these on, bro. They're supposed to be Color Pop. They're called Color Rush or something like that, but.
These are sick. They're the aviators. Oh, no, they're not.
No, Shady Rays. Shout out Shady Rays. I just found out about them not too long ago from an Instagram ad. So Instagram ads do work, people.
I guess they do.
Yeah, I know so many people that have bought stuff off of Not Temu, TikTok ads, like
Yeah.
for TikTok shop or whatever.
Or that Shein thing. I've never bought anything off there, but I only see like
Bro,
people like it's like a
they have men's clothing on there.
on Shein.
Yeah, they do.
It's like now on Instagram when you can see like who's like
Yeah.
it says like 177 of my like friends
Are following them, yeah. I don't know. I looked on there. I downloaded the app and I looked on there, but it just kind of all looks sketchy. It looks like a Temu like clothing. Like it's just Temu. Everything just looks like Temu now. Bro, Temu makes money.
You think so?
Oh my god, bro.
I don't understand what their
Like business model is.
yeah, I don't understand what their business model would be if they
Bro, I think they
are-
just like probably own all the Chinese factories, bro.
yeah.
So like they just
sweatshops,
make
for
stuff
sure.
for like free basically and then sell it for super cheap. And they make a shit ton of money and it just keeps everything rolling. But then again, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I have no clue. But I bet they make money, bro.
I only send Zicky like a ridiculous picture. It'll be like remember I was telling you like for the podcast studio, like for this we should do like fucking like the big blow up. I don't know. The big blow. They have like a blow up house. Or
Oh
like a
yeah,
fucking,
like the Temu houses you see that are like.
I've even seen like motorcycles. Like it'll be like a motorcycle
Bro, I've seen like what's it called? Like boat houses, like inflatable boat houses. Like it's like a house, but it's like an inflatable boat. And you just put it on a pond or something. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, bro. Temu be selling excavators too. Like just like for like I don't know, there's like $8,000 excavators on there, and I've watched videos like a few people that have bought them, and they say they're not bad, bro. Little small excavators.
That's crazy. My cousin Bob was just telling me he was fixing up an excavator backhoe
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. What is he, a mechanic?
Not really. He just like watches a bunch of YouTube. It's like his thing.
You know, like how to tie a tie.
Yeah, like he
watches
probably
that on
knows how
YouTube.
to tie
Yeah,
a
he
tie.
probably
Yeah.
Greg didn't know how to tie a tie.
It took me a little bit, but
Neither
I just wanna
did I,
say
though.
that. I just want to say that last time I tied the fuck out of this tie, like really quick too. But this
No,
time
it looks good now because you figured it out. But like after like the 13th time watching the guy
Yeah.
on YouTube.
it was getting hard. I'm not gonna lie. So this episode is actually sponsored by 3 milligram Spearmint Zins, American Spirit cigarettes, and Red Bull.
And Mike's Amazing Mayonnaise.
What?
Mike's Amazing? You never had Mike's Amazing Mayonnaise?
I'm not a big mayonnaise guy.
What?
You know what's so funny? Dude, on Snapchat, this kid, his name is like Jace or something. He was taking a video of someone driving. He was like, hey, you're not staying in between the mustard and mayonnaise. And I was like, bro, I've never heard that before.
Oh, it makes sense though, cause the yellow line and the white line.
Yeah,
So
I've
mustard
never
and
heard it
mayonnaise.
before, though.
Nah, I never heard it either, but that does make sense.
I was going to say about Instagram, you remember when, like, it was just such a simpler time, like, because you were born in 2001, or, yeah, you were born in 2001. No,
2002.
you were born in 2002.
Yeah.
We were born in 2002, and we saw like Instagram kind of like become Instagram because before that, like
Bro, when the logo changed, everything changed.
everything changed when the
logo
when the Fire
changed.
Nation attacked. It was like
Yeah, when the Fire Nation.
it was like you didn't see random shit like ads and
No.
like
Bro, and you didn't see
only
like
saw,
the promotion, like the OnlyFans promotion.
yeah, no, you literally only saw who you were following.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was just watching a video of these guys, Money Buys Happiness, and they interviewed this guy, like an Instagram guy, and he was one of the first like Instagram gurus, and he was just like pretty much charging people to follow and unfollow like a bunch of people, because that was how you got
Like
when
hella
Inst-
followers.
yeah.
Like before you could buy them, yeah.
that was how you got hella followers, and it was like
Bro, I think I think like at some point on my Instagram journey, I did that. I had
Yeah.
to have, because I have like I scroll through my followers now, and it's just like 400 or 500 just dead accounts, just
Yeah.
straight like ghost accounts, bro.
that's part of the reason I started a new Instagram account, and also because we grew up with like I just don't really want. I don't want all of them seeing what I'm doing, or like I don't know.
No, I
But,
get
like,
what you're saying though.
Yeah.
I made that Instagram account I have now like I had a few Instagram accounts. Thank God. I hope none of them like come to light. Like, a few of the boys found the old Instagram that I had, and it was just so cringe, bro. I love my best friend Greg and the bio and shit.
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
was
the
like
bio was
11.
I love my best friend Greg. I really that like warmed my heart though.
Nah,
I
yeah.
really appreciated
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
really
we were
appreciated
great
it.
friends back. We still are great friends.
You were, yeah.
But we were like back in the day. I think it
Yeah,
was
so
like when did we actually meet? Do you remember? Like when we actually? I feel like it was before Robertson because I feel like maybe my mom and your mom were friends or could have been
well,
at
because
Robertson.
so out of all our friends now, Mike is my longest friend, probably. Definitely, hands
Yeah,
down.
hands down.
Besides Jonathan,
Yeah. Well, Jonathan's
who's
your
my
brother.
older brother, yeah. Because I have an older brother, he's 4 years older than me. And then Angela.
Yeah. It's her birthday today.
Are you serious? So your older sister, Angela, he has an older sister, Angela, and how much older?
I think
Is it
she's the
3
same age
years?
as Jonathan.
Oh,
She's,
yeah, because they were in
yeah,
the same grade.
She's the same age as
Yeah, that was
Jonathan.
a stupid question. I just want to make sure we don't get, like, louder as we drink more and pick up on each other's mics.
No, yeah, I think
The,
we're good though.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
we've always known each other
Oh,
because fucking...
from my first memory, I've probably known Greg.
Yeah. And then, like, over the years, we... You know what's funny is a lot of people's schools now is, like, their middle school is, like, 5th grade to, like, a 9th grade or some fucking
yeah,
weird
bro.
shit.
Our middle school was, what was it? 7th grade.
Our
Because we
middle-
had 6th grade in
Yeah,
Robertson.
because, like, some places, elementary is only to 5th grade, and then they have a middle school. But we had elementary school was kindergarten to 6th grade, and then we had junior high, not middle school. So it was just,
Yeah, it was
7th
7th
and
and 8th.
and then
And then 9th grade is freshman year of high
yeah,
school.
and then that's high school. So, yeah. So I met, out of all our friends now, I met,
Who came next?
I mean,
Steven.
like, well,
Yeah, it was Steven, bro, because you went to school with us. It was
yeah, because he went to school with us. But I wasn't really, like, we weren't really, like, friends with him. Like, we didn't, like,
No,
hang out
I
with him
didn't, like,
after
hang
school
out with
that
Steven
much,
until,
like,
like, 9th grade.
I mean, maybe
8th
you
grade.
did, because, like, was in your neighborhood
Oh
and
my
shit.
god,
and,
bro, I
like,
forgot about.
like,
He was like
shit.
racing, like cars, like
Really?
racing cars. Last time I heard.
So I grew up with you and like a couple other like random kids at Robertson, like Brody I still talk to. But like
yeah.
Brody's not really like in our like close like friend group. So like I'm
No.
not really gonna like
Who? It was
So I
like
was
me,
gonna
you, and
say-
Thomas back in
yeah,
the day.
it was
bro.
me, you
It literally was.
and then yeah, so we
Bro, there was this kid. I don't know if he went to school with us or not, bro. Joseph.
he used to wear that big Patriots bomber that was like too big for him.
I'm thinking. I remember thinking of a different kid then.
No, it's him.
No, I'm not talking about the kid that. I know the kid you're talking about that wears a ball. I'm not talking about him, no. It was a different Joseph. I just forget his last name. It wasn't Simus, though.
Joseph. Like little Italian kid with like spiky
Yeah, he had
hair,
the spiked
kinda.
up hair in the
Yeah.
front. Bro, his mom used to give me haircuts.
Really?
Like, way back in the day, yeah.
She a hairdresser?
She was, yeah. Bro, that's crazy you remember that, because I didn't.
Yeah. I have like a crazy good memory of something. I remember I think she had a crush on me and like, bro, what was that? Oh, it's the speaker shutting off. I was like, something just broke. I remember she had like a crush on me and then she like kicked me in the nuts or something, or like said she was gonna kick me in the
What,
nuts, or
bro?
like something weird. I just remember all like bits and pieces of like weird shit
Yeah.
over the years. I remember some girl up the street, she used to throw like rocks at us, like, and
Bro, what?
like we didn't like do anything because she was like a girl, like she was like a little girl. Like she used to like throw rocks at like me and my brother and like his friends, him and his friends would be in the front yard and like I'd be out there and
Just
like
throwing rocks.
yeah, she just pull up and like throw rocks at us. It's like, what are we gonna do? She's a girl.
Bro, my neighborhood growing up was kind of crazy. It was kind of stacked for like all the kids. I had like Carly, Jenna was over there all the time. Olivia, she was
Yeah.
Kylie.
Are we gonna dox everybody? Like,
Well, they don't know where my neighborhood's
No,
at.
I know. I guess not.
Old
Speaking
right
of
down the
dogs,
street.
everybody. All right, yeah, no, we're good.
If you hit, you went too far. Like, turn around.
So I was watching. You're Italian and German. Right?
Yeah.
I am Sicilian and Swedish and Scottish.
Sicilian. Is that Italian?
Almost. It's the island off the coast of Italy. It's pretty much Italian.
Is it? Oh, but Sicily's Italy. Isn't it?
Sicily is the island off the coast of Italy.
It's his own thing.
Yeah, it's its
Really?
own country. Yeah, that's where the mafia came from.
Yeah, I know. But
And
I
they're-
thought for some reason
they're
I
not
thought
that
was
far.
Italy.
My grandma told me there used to be a train that like it went to the to the coast of Italy, and then the train car it would go on a boat, like a huge barge, and the barge would go
Like
across
there's
the
train
water
tracks
to
on the
Sicily.
boat. Like,
I guess so.
That's kind.
She said it was a real thing.
That's kind of crazy.
I looked it up.
That's
I
kind of
think
crazy.
it was real. But my point is, I've been thinking about. I don't know, bro. Sweden just seems so chill. Like I just been thinking about going to Sweden.
Bro, Sweden's beautiful too. It's beautiful. They got views out there.
Yeah, and they just like their way of life is just like
Simple.
yeah, it's so much more
simple.
chill. I feel like here, everybody like same thing when I went to Canada. I was like, dude, everybody is so fucking like just nice and like
Bro, it's like COVID wasn't the same for everybody else as it was for us. Because everybody just turned into an asshole after COVID.
you think so?
I think it was COVID. Bro, everything after COVID changed. It was so bad.
We like morphed, like switched timelines.
There was just like more traffic everywhere. Like
Yeah.
all the time. Because nobody's carpooling anymore. Because COVID, you know. It's just stupid, bro. I don't know. I think COVID was probably like one. I know I probably shouldn't be saying it, but it was probably one of the biggest hoaxes. Like it was a glorified flu, bro. Like that's all it was. And people like got it into their minds that it's some deadly disease.
People were dying and shit though.
Yeah, but if they had some type of underlying medical condition, bro,
No, I
like
see what
of
you're saying.
shitty lungs, yeah, you might die, but you also might die with shitty lungs from the flu, bro. Like it was, like I think it was
I understand.
glorified to a point anyway. I know it was probably I had it twice, 3 times maybe.
Bro, I was one of the first people to have it, and that's when I was working at Pizzoni's, and everybody there called me Patient Zero.
Bro, I had it
Walk in.
early late 2019, early 2020 cuz I was delivering pizzas for Supreme in
Yeah.
East Greenwich. I feel like the pizza drivers had it
Yeah.
first before anybody cuz we were always dealing with people.
Because we were first responders, so we were still.
Oh, we
working-
were
or no,
essential
essential,
personnel,
that's what it
brother.
was,
Yeah, we were
essential.
essential personnel, brother.
Yeah, we were super essential. They fucking. It's just like,
People need their pizza, bro.
yeah, I guess so. I feel like we shouldn't say where we live. Should we say where we live? I mean, we live. No, we're not gonna say what's. We live in the Northeast. We'll say that. We live in New England. I feel like that's valid.
Brother, my rap name is MIKEYY401. They know where we live,
Oh shit.
you know. Or you could figure it out yourself, 401. That's
Yeah.
all we're gonna.
All right. Yeah.
Because I can't change the name now, bro.
But like my point is like everybody around here is just like I feel like they don't really care. But I feel like that's that small town like
Our target
It's not even a
audience
small
also
town.
isn't local, I feel like. Or at least what I want. I don't know what you want, but I don't care if it's local.
anybody is
Anybody
welcome,
is
bro.
great.
Like,
No,
yeah.
of course. But
I'm
like,
not,
like
anybody
for
can,
my
like-
music anyway, I want it
Oh,
to
okay.
reach further out
Yeah.
than local.
Right.
Like
yeah.
if like 4 or 5 people play it from like another state, I find
Yeah.
that a win or some shit. You know?
Yeah. And that's what
Because
everybody
they found
says.
it on their own.
Yeah. Everybody always says that like the last people to really fuck with you are the people that like you live close to.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's usually
Because everybody loves to hate until you actually do something.
Yeah, I think Russ said it too. Like Russ said, first like you're corny until you're not corny, so like no one likes you, and then everybody likes you, so no one likes you. So like pretty much no matter what you do.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much no matter what you do, you're kind of.
And that's like.
So that's like why you shouldn't care what people think. You should just do what you want to do. Because either way, somebody's gonna hate what you're doing, bro.
Yeah. And that fucking the idea, like the concept of, I just wish I've seen it in more like YouTube videos and online more. It's more like a thing now, like in like Instagram. But it's like one day you're gonna look back and realize that no one was watching.
Yeah.
And like you could have done whatever you wanted. And like I just wish that I really fucking wish I could tell myself that, bro. Like
yeah, but you're still hella young. You know, we're still hella young to the point where knowing that now is super beneficial to the rest of your life.
Definitely.
As opposed to somebody who's like 60 just figuring that out, you know, they're kind of fucked.
Facts. That's true. That's very true.
So I would look at it anyway.
So yeah, it just sucks because like I just like take shit personally. Like I can't help it sometimes. Like I used to just like stay up late and think about like, and just feel like guilty and like shame, like things I've done and like what people think about me. And, like, yeah, and like,
see, I've never been like that.
Weird things that I've done.
Like I've never lost sleep over like an action that I've taken.
I remember one time, me and I mean, I don't really think about it anymore, but this is just like an example. Like, I don't know. Like, Becca one time got really, really mad at me for something. And I kind of forget what, but.
She probably don't.
I remember her and Michaela gave me a ride home from school. They're like, can we give you a ride home from school? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I
I need
they
one
never
anyway.
like offered because I was taking the bus. I didn't have my license. And they're like, okay, yeah. So I get in the car and like immediately they just both start like screaming at me, and they did it like the whole way home. And I remember before I got out of the car,
what did you do, Gregory?
It was something with like some girl like my ex that I like. They didn't like her. So I fucked up though. Like it was
like
my
some
fault.
high school shit,
but yeah,
though.
it wasn't like that huge of a deal. Maybe I don't really know, but I definitely remember I fucked up. But I remember I got home and I remember Becca looking at me and she was like, "You are such a piece of shit. Like you are like just a piece of shit."
You must have done something crazy.
It wasn't that crazy. I don't think, but I don't really remember also, so I don't know. But I came in, and I remember I laid down in my bed, and I was just like, I just felt like a piece of shit. Like I just felt like nothing, bro. And like, there's been times in my life where I've done shit that was embarrassing. I remember, I think it was Mrs. Conley. We were really, really little.
Miss Conley.
Or somebody, and they had their dog outside, and she was like, "Oh, he might bite or something like that. Like he plays rough, so don't just like something." And I was like, "I don't care." But the way I said it, it just sounded like, it just really sounded
rude.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded like I don't care.
Yeah.
But what I really meant was like, I don't mind. Like it's okay. But the way like I was just so little and like you're still like learning stuff and like and like how to know.
Yeah, but I feel like
and,
the adult in that situation also doesn't take it personal, you know?
Exactly. But that's like my point. It's like I feel like everybody's kind of in their own world and like you don't really know until like, and you'll never know. And that's what sucks. It's like I wish like some people I could like reach out to and be like, "Yo, I just want to let you know like if I ever like I'm sorry," but like at this point it's not even worth like years have passed and shit.
Bro,
and,
people
like,
probably don't even remember what you're
like,
saying sorry for.
They'll be like, "You're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
why
like,
are you
I don't even remember that. Like,
yeah, like, and I don't
and
know.
you're like up thinking about it.
So I feel like you just can't win. Like,
bro, that's why I used like when I was like, I think it was like 9th grade probably or 10th grade. I was super like immature still, and I used to do that too. Like I used to stay up, lose sleep over some stupid decision I made or like something I said or whatever. Then after a while, you realize that it just like doesn't matter really in the long run. Like what I said something to you in 7th grade, and I'm 23 now, almost 24. Yeah. Like I don't care. No, she don't care, crazy. Or he don't care.
You're gonna be 24,
yeah.
Bro. You're gonna be 20. That's crazy.
Soon, February.
at the date of this recording, what is it, October?
10th. It's my sister's birthday.
Oh, shit. Bro, we are in October. That's insane.
Yeah. The hoodie.
Oh, yeah. That's insane. I turned 23 in July. I can't really say I just turned 23 anymore.
No,
Now
it's
it's like
been a little bit,
I'm
yeah.
23.
Yeah, yeah. Because, you know.
Are you kidding me? I'm 23. I just feel like, but no, so like I'm here to like create and make shit, and like I'm so sick of like, I'm so fucking sick of like me just like being like, oh, I like feeling sorry for myself and just letting time go by. Like I'd rather have time go by and me be not caring and doing shit I want to do. So that's why we're doing this.
I get that. But, I mean, my main focus in life right now is just making as much money as possible.
Yeah, I know you're going to say that. I respect that. And like, honestly, I want that, but I have a vision. I have a vision on how to get there, and it sucks because, like, I know what would go viral on Instagram or YouTube. Like, I know what would or could, like, what has, like, a higher probability of probably going viral and shit, but, like, I don't know if it's going to be my shit.
I think a lot of it has to do with audio. Not audio, really, but, like, the quality of everything.
Of everything, yeah.
You know, you got camera switches, you got
right
better audio mixers,
and that's
you got
like
better cameras.
Money solves those problems.
But that's also where like a sponsor comes in, like my company or something like that. You know, I might be able to fetch or give you a few dollars, you know, for some equipment or whatever. For a stake in your company, I'll give you. Listen, bud, I want 20%.
Is this Shark Tank?
Yeah, I want 20%. All right, and I'll give you $100. Start
like that video, like the edit with like the little kid, and he's like, "You're a fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here."
Bro, I love the chopped up videos of Shark Tank. It's so funny.
It's like, are you serious? Get the
It's like dumbest marketing idea ever. Get the hell out of here.
I'm out. I know.
Buddy, I'm out. All right. I'm pulling the sponsorship.
Right. And I guess that's why, like, and I look at, I always think, like, I'm taking a risk right now by not going to college or whatever, like, having, like, a
college
super
is a scam,
stable career or whatever. But, like, well, my point is that, like, that might be, that's a risk. Like, I'm invested in this mentally and emotionally and not, like, making money right now. But maybe that's not even enough of a risk. Like, maybe I should be, like, really putting myself out there, like, trying to get private.
About, like, going on unemployment?
Like, no, like maybe, or getting loans from people, like, private investors, like, making this an LLC. You would have to,
like, you could, right? But I feel like you would want some traction first to bring to an investor and say, here, I have this.
Right, exactly.
What can you give me for this?
Yeah.
And then once that grows, you go to a different person or the same person and say, now I have this. What can you give me? You know, right. I think it all has to do with getting your foot in the door first.
Yeah.
Speaking of money, though, how'd that interview go earlier? Did you go to it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was just like a first round, so like I literally talked to her for like 10 minutes. I just put on a nice shirt and like I just like
an hour and a half. Hour and a half?
No, like 10 minutes. That's it.
No, hour and a half away. Like you had to drive an hour and a
half.
No,
Zoom.
Oh,
Zoom
okay.
And I was like, "Are you?"
Yeah. Bro, that's another thing. COVID changed is like everything is almost done over Zoom now.
Yeah.
Until you get to like the.
Yeah, bro.
In person.
I feel like also. Oh. That camera just went out. Should we take a? I mean, we don't really need to take a break. I'm just gonna turn that camera back on.
Yeah, just turn it back on.
brief intermission.
Very brief.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Maximum Capacity. If you're just tuning in, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Zyn, Red Bull, and American Spirits.
And Mike's
Also,
amazing.
And Mike's Amazing Company.
Mike's Amazing Mayo.
Oh, Mike's
Come on,
Amazing
bro.
Mayo. Fucking mayonnaise, I guess. I don't
Bro,
really
it's the
fuck with
best
mayonnaise,
mayo. It's
but
better than Hellman's. Promise. You're
I
not even
don't-
a mayo guy. You have no idea what I'm
I'm
talking
not a
about.
big, no. I'm not fluent in mayo, I guess.
If anybody out there likes mayo, they'll know Mike's Amazing is better than Hellman's. I stand by that.
So another thing I want to talk about, kind of funny, I saw it on some video, is like female gooners. Some book came out, and it's like a it's like a sexual like fantasy book. I'm gonna put a picture of it on the screen, I guess. I don't know who it's by, but it's about a girl who she works at a monster farm. Like there's like all these monsters and she has to like milk them.
What the fuck?
It's like really
It's a real book? Like on Amazon? Like,
it's like a sexual like fantasy book. It's like, and it's like I guess there's like a new like female gooner epidemic. Kind of funny. I think that's funny.
I think it's a little disturbing at the same time. I think
Everybody's got a
gooner
goon.
book.
It's not just guys, I guess. Everybody's a gooner.
I guess the females are the first ones to make a book about it, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember when 50 Shades of Grey came out, and my mom was like, she was like, this isn't that bad. Like, it's not that crazy. Like,
Bro, I thought that movie was vile.
the movie,
I thought all the movies were vile.
she
bro.
read the book. I saw, like, clips of the movie, I think. But I know, like, some people, like, thought it was so, like, sexy, and, like girls, like, they were like, oh, my God, it's such a... But, like... It really was kind of... My mom just said it was, like, poorly written, and, like...
So poorly
Like, it'd be
written.
like, she reached over and, like, grabbed his boner, or some shit, or, like... And it also just seemed, like, kind of vanilla, surprisingly, for, like...
Yeah, the books, maybe. Did you see any of the movies?
I saw a clip, like, clips of the movie a while ago.
I think I watched all of them. With my
I
ex
know-
at the time. I
Yeah,
remember.
that's what I was gonna say. Me too. I know, like the second one or something. It's like some guy like attacks her and he like saves her.
Yeah,
or some
Christian
shit, and then,
Grey,
like,
you know,
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched it in a while because I don't know. I was watching it and like I guess that movie is supposed to like I don't know turn you on maybe or like you know if you're watching it with somebody you're supposed to like get turned. I don't know, but that movie's just vile, bro. It's like I don't know. Maybe if you're into that type of stuff, then you're into that type of stuff. But
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
really.
It's not my cup of tea, bro.
I'm more of a Harry Potter guy.
You know, Harry Potter or
What if they made a Harry Potter and Christian Grey was in it? Like Harry Potter in the Chamber
Chamber of Sex.
of Christian Grey. He's in there. He's in the chamber. Like Harry Potter.
Just standing there with a whip.
Yeah, Hermione and shit. They open the door.
Magic
and, like,
wand.
Yeah.
You want
And he's
this,
like,
where do you want this magic
he's
wand?
like, I used to be a submissive. Now I want you to be my submissive. Like, and like, there's a fucking
Bro, the new Harry Potter TV series. Why?
Are they making a new Harry Potter?
Bro, did you not see the cast list?
Snape is black.
He's
isn't
black. Which,
He? All right, bro. All right,
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
I think it's great. And if an actor fits a role, perfect. Snape is a long-haired white guy
Yeah.
in the original movies.
Yeah. I don't.
I
wanna
just think
get-
it's weird to fully switch the whole thing going on here. Don't you think? It's a little... I don't think it's a bad thing, per se. I just think it's a little weird.
definitely is weird.
Like, why would you cast them purposefully?
I don't
were
wanna
they the
get-
best at their audition? Or, like, were they just...
Yeah, I don't want to get like political, but
No, I don't-
here. No, I know we're not, but I'm just saying like, I don't like to get, like, I'm not gonna get political, but I just feel like the same way. I'm pretty sure it said in the books that he was like pale.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
and like yeah, bro. And like
It's just
maybe
a little weird, bro.
I don't even know if that's like, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't get why they gotta. I feel like it's the same thing where like Netflix, like every single Netflix thing has a lesbian in it. It's like,
Yeah, or like a trans gender.
it's like that's cool if it's like half of them or someone, but it just seems like
Everything new that's
If-
coming out, it seems like it's just
it
like
feels like it's everything.
going
Like
off
it
to
feel, it's like they have to get
they're
like,
just getting woke, bro.
and every like, I don't know, like if you look on the wall at like Walmart or some shit, it's like, or like the models are just like random ass commercials. It's always like, it's almost always a black family, I feel like now. And I feel like also, like it's just never like a white dude. Like it's never just like a plain ass looking white dude. Like I
No.
feel like that hasn't been a thing since like
No, bro.
maybe the early 2000s or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I
don't
mean,
know.
I think it's great including everybody in like pictures like that. But at the same time, to take all of those pictures out and replace them all with, say, just black people.
Right. I don't think the problem isn't including people, but it's just like the shit where it's like with the thing where they made the seven dwarfs like Snow White. That's what it was.
Yeah.
They made Snow White Hispanic
Yeah.
and like tan.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like it's in her
Bro,
name.
but
dude.
that's
It's like, she's
Disney.
supposed to
That's
be Snow
Disney.
White.
Disney wants to be at the head of like the wokeism.
The new
The
like
new age,
progressive,
like, woke,
stuff.
like,
yeah. No, I
They
get
just
that.
want that, you know? And I think that's kind of just crazy, bro. Like, a big company like Disney has so much control over children's minds, basically, because, you know, we grew up with people that played with princess dolls. You probably, you know, whatever.
I played with Wonder Woman and Superman.
I
Those
played
were my
with G.I.
dolls.
Joes, bro. G.I. Joes were the shit back in the day. I had a
What were
bunch of
those
those Hess
things?
trucks.
That's what I was gonna say. The Hess trucks,
Yeah.
bro. When I think of early 2000s, this is what I think of. I think of the Patriots winning every Super Bowl.
Every single one.
I think of Transformers. When Transformers was actually good, Transformers made my childhood. I used to want to be Shia LaBeouf. I still feel like Shia LaBeouf. They took that away from me, these new Transformer movies. Once they took away Michael Bay, Shia LaBeouf, and Megan Fox, these new Transformer movies are fucking cooked. They need to stop pumping out bullshit. When I think of early 2000s, I think of Patriots winning every Super Bowl. I think of Transformers. I think of, like, the U.S. military. I think of,
Yeah.
like, fucking, I don't know, like, alternative rock, kind of, or, like, rock
Or
songs.
like pop rock. Pop
Yeah,
rock was
yeah. I think of like
huge,
the
yeah.
shit that like my mom grew up on, and then I think of like, what were we just talking about? Hess trucks. I
Hess
think of like those
trucks.
like Christmases with like,
I always associate Hess with Christmas because every single year they came out with a new Hess truck model or whatever.
I think of like Robertson. I think of like silly bands.
Oh my god.
Remember
yeah,
like
those
Noah
silly
Constantino
bands.
used to wear like the Cookie Monster hat. Like everybody
Bro, he
had
had
like,
like 100 silly bands up his arm. At
everybody
school.
had like the boobies bracelet.
You remember-
It was like
yeah.
the breast cancer. Yeah.
You
I
remember
think of that.
they banned silly bands in schools now?
Yeah, cause yeah, in like sixth grade they did.
Yeah,
for
they
us.
did.
I remember
Yeah.
sixth grade for us, the only sport, we like almost couldn't play any sports at the end.
This mic is fucking with me. Try to get it secure.
Technical difficulties. It's fine. It's not gonna fall, I don't think.
Just keeps moving further away from me. It's weird.
Oh shit. What was I gonna say, bro? I don't know, that's just what I think of. But what's funny though about that, I just think, and this kind of goes to my Sweden point about how chill it would be to live in Sweden or move there for a little bit. I just think that, and I don't want to sound ungrateful, and I don't want to sound like un-American or like ignorant and like dumb, which is kind of my point though. I don't, all those like popular movies, and I get it because a lot of them were made in America. They're American movies, but a lot of them it's like they have to save the world, but like it's really just like America, like it's really just like New York or some shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's not like,
No.
and then you think about it, and like I remember seeing like videos like on fucking like there was like a talk show on like Ellen or Jimmy Kimmel or some shit, and she was like they were interviewing a former CIA director, and he was like, has the US ever like meddled in any other country's elections? And he was like, well, I mean, you know, like, it's, what are you gonna, and it's like, what did you just say? Like, are you serious? And like,
What are you gonna do?
I just feel like, and I don't know, like, I talk, like, my friend Sydney, I talk to Sydney a lot, and like, and I have my own little like stoner conspiracy theories and shit. I have a lot of those, but I just like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of that, when I think of those early 2000s, like if you're watching this and you're not from America, if you didn't grow up in the US and America, I feel like you
There we go. It's probably a lot better.
bro, that's actually fire.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this
dope
keeps
as
fucking
fuck.
with me.
Alright. But my point is, if you're watching this and you're not like from here, if you're from another country, this is what it's like to grow up in America. I feel like like you think that like, I don't want people that like, it's easy, I feel like, for other countries probably to be like, we're dumb and American, like to say like, oh, we're like ignorant and stupid and American, we think that like we're on top of the world and we run the world and stuff. But like, if you were born in 2002 like we were, and you saw all that shit and like those movies, and like every country has their own little propaganda and stuff, it's like we really like were like trained to believe that like we are just like the best or whatever, but in reality we're like the newest country.
250 years old, 249 years old.
China has been around for like since the dawn of fucking time. Like, we are like so fresh and new. It's just like an experiment. And we have all these like food dyes and shit. And like, when I think of America, like at this point, I just think of like plastic and like unhealthy artificial like preservatives and shit. Like I think of like Lunchables and Oreos and shit.
Like
and like
Feastables now with like
yeah,
Logan
and like
Paul.
fucking just bullshit. And then I'm watching videos in Sweden, and it's like they like,
Bro, you know we're the only country in the world that shows medicine commercials, like for medicines. We're the only country in the world that does it. Unless Canada does it too, I don't know. But
I don't know.
literally, I'm like, my friend that I know said we are the only country that like promotes medicine,
Yeah.
like through a commercial or like an ad on TV. And I think that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, if we really are the only one, like big pharma is like a huge problem.
Yeah, bro. That's another thing I think of when I think of America. I just think of like corporations. That's really all it is,
Corporations run America, bro.
bro. Apple, Amazon, Big Pharma.
Meta, like Facebook,
Yeah,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Meta, and then like fucking like BlackRock. And
Those are like
bro,
the shadow organizations that like BlackRock. And
yeah. Yeah.
people call them like shadow orgs or whatever.
I feel like it's gonna get to a point with all the fucking like, all the real estate, all these big real estate companies buying it up. It's like, bro, a fucking like low middle class family in Providence like can't fucking afford that shit, dude.
No.
Like,
I think I read somewhere that like there's not a single state in the U.S. where like I think it's like a 40-hour work week, like a normal 40-hour work week. There's nowhere in the U.S. that you can like live off of.
yeah.
Like that's not a livable wage anymore. And like minimum wage was always meant to be like the lowest minimum wage like livable wage.
Exactly. Like, what's up with that? And what's up with like people just like thinking that this shit is normal? Like, that's what
It's
like
not normal.
at this point, like I feel like everybody just like rolls over and is like, oh, I guess that's how it is
Yeah.
now. It's like, no, bro, fuck that. Like, no, fuck
It's
that.
not how
Fuck
it's supposed
that.
to
It's
be.
like,
You know,
dude,
like,
everything is so fucking expensive. In the 50s, you could like sell vacuums and support a
Bro,
family of
it's like-
5 and like go on vacation and have a nice car.
it's like the American dream is just gone now.
I feel like exactly when like back then it was like the American dream was attainable, but now it's just like a dream that you have to like. Nowadays, bro, it's literally and
It's
if
so
you
far-fetched.
if you want to do anything creative, I was watching the Adam 22 and Sneeko video. This is another point I wanted to bring up. They were talking about how like nowadays it's like people always say like, oh, white people used to be cool. They had like rock and roll and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
But like when you look at like white suburbia, like white suburban like culture, like it used to be like skating, like electric guitar, like shit like that, like early 2000s, that shit was cool.
Like AC/DC, Metallica.
But now there's a theory, like what I think Adam 22 said it in like the Sneeko interview, that he was like, the economy now is a lot more harsh, and it's like back then, and I know this firsthand, back then you could like dudes would like work like a pizza delivery job just like for money, and then they would just like skate all weekend, like after like skateboard with their friends, or like just like start a band or whatever, because they could afford to. But nowadays, if you want to do that, you have to be so in love with what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just not going to do it, because shit's not affordable. You can't afford to have hobbies like that are just creative and not really like monetized.
I feel like most people nowadays find a hobby that also makes them money.
And otherwise, they won't do it.
Yeah, because
That's why
I find
culture-
myself doing that more and more. It's like, if something won't make me money, I won't do it.
Exactly. And
Like,
that
just
is
for
why-
fun. Like sometimes I jeopardize fun for money.
Exactly.
A lot of the time I end up doing that, actually. Is just like I prioritize money over anything now, because everything is so expensive. You can't even
that-
live off of a factory worker back in the 50s used to be able to buy 2 cars and support his family of 4 off of that wage, just a factory worker wage. Like,
So this is my point. Like, that is why the culture today is washed. It's not cool.
No.
Like, nothing is cool, bro. Everybody dresses the fucking same on TikTok. Like, all that like Shein shit, and like everybody talks the same. Everybody, like, the only way a TikTok gets millions of fucking likes is if they're talking the same way everybody talks. You know how pathetic that is? Like, I really just realized that. Like, that just clicked in my head, and that's crazy. Like,
I feel like trends have always been around. Like, there's always been like a trendsetter, and then like a trend starts or whatever.
trends have always been around, but I feel like
But
now
it's like, it's so over the top now. It's like everybody, like, there's certain like
it's
phases.
like there's a monopoly on it. It's like everybody's on the same trend.
One trend, and then that trend just suddenly ends, like out of nowhere, and then a new trend starts. Like, but it has so many followers from from one trend to another trend to another trend, that just everybody's doing it, and it's so weird to see,
Dude,
bro.
honestly,
It's
like,
so weird.
it's fucking pathetic. And that's why, like, I'm not. If this doesn't make money, bro, like, I'm still gonna do it. And honestly, like, that, like, early 2000s, like, vibe is, like, what I want to bring. Like, that's what I am, bro. That's who we are. Like, I have shit written all over my desk. All this shit was, like, ridiculously expensive, and I'm probably never gonna get anything out of it. Like, and I don't care, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna do it for fun. And,
Yeah.
like, I don't care, bro. And I really think, like, what's, like, real and, like, will prosper. Like, it's gonna get to the point where people are sick of the bullshit, sick of like the fake shit. I really believe that sooner or later you're gonna have to like watch an ad to see the sunset. Like, you're gonna be watching the sunset and it's gonna be like
Someone's gonna pop up in
skip
your
in 5
eyes,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, you can skip. Do you have Sunset Premium? You pay $9.99 a month to see the sunset.
Bro, that's
Or-
another thing, is like everything nowadays is subscription based. It's never like a one-time payment either. It's always like $10 a month or like $12 a month.
Bro, and everybody is selling something like, and everybody wants to be like famous and shit. And it's like, bro, that's why the underdogs thing, like, I really believe in that. Like, I really believe in us. And that's why, like, I would just start a YouTube channel and call it, like, Underdogs or something. But, like, I don't know if I want to. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I shouldn't have called it Greg Sandbox, but I don't know. I have no idea.
You've always been Sandbox, though.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know if I should have done it. But I'm like, maybe I should have made it, like, a collective thing. Because that's what I wanted to do, but I just didn't think everyone was, like, down. That's why. And I don't want to really just, like, be singled out and just me. But I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll do it. But.
Well, yeah,
like,
I mean, I guess it's like that because
and also I do
everybody's
want,
trying
like,
to be on camera or like not
no,
everybody's
exactly.
even
I
it's
get it.
still kind of awkward to be like talking on camera even though it's just like me and you. It's just kind of awkward.
No, I feel that.
But I feel like you've been talking to a camera for like the last year.
Bro,
straight.
you have no idea
Like,
how
you've
much.
just
If
been,
I
like-
go through my camera, like the amount of times I'm saying like nothing, because I really wanted to get used to it and like good
Yeah.
at it, and I was like, I'm not gonna.
Like, even being on a webcam, like, when I'm in a Discord with some of my friends or some shit, like, even being on webcam, it feels weird because it's, like, it's always just somebody watching you, you know?
Most of the time with Dallas on FaceTime, like, she'll show her face, like, 25% of the time.
Yeah,
like 30%
and then
of
it's
the
just
time.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just, like, the initial in the circle.
Oh, like, she turns her camera off
Yeah,
altogether.
'cause she's
Like,
shy.
yeah.
Like, she'll show me, like, it's, like, 30% of the time.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm still just used to seeing myself all the time because
It's just weird.
I'm really down. Like, I'm really down for it.
I
Like,
get it
this
from
is what
her
I
point
wanna
of view
do.
though, because it is kind of weird to just straight up FaceTime somebody every day, like
really
you know.
is.
And when you're with them in person, it's a lot better because you just like
And
you
she
can't. There's
wants
no
you,
hiding when
so,
I'm with
like-
you in person. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah, I have a Canadian girlfriend. If you guys didn't know, it's pretty cool.
yeah, maple syrup.
Yeah, aka maple syrup.
Yeah. Bro, she's supposed to be coming here soon, right? Or what?
Yeah. So right now she's waiting on her passport, but there's a strike now. The postal workers in Canada are on a strike. They're not.
Bro, the postal workers here about to be on a strike.
Bro, it's a good thing I got
shutdown.
that phone camera right there because it's like perfectly on your whole like
Yeah,
your shoulders up in that door.
yeah,
That was perfect.
that's fine.
Wait, so okay, that's the thing, bro. Because I told her the government was shutting down, and she was like, "What? What does that even mean?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't even
This
know."
is, see, like I don't even know either. Like,
But like,
But-
it's not that big of a deal. It's mostly just like
No,
the high. It's like the Supreme Court.
it's
just is
financial
on
problems,
vacation.
bro. We can't come to because apparently this. Don't quote me on this. I'm not.
I'm not-
And I don't like politics, and I don't like talking
Yeah,
politics.
this is not a political fucking show.
No,
so
we're not
This is for the
political.
culture and for fun. This is not.
Because I don't give a fuck what you are. Democratic, Republican, Kanye.
Fucking Kanye. That video, bro. Robots to like. I woke up in a frat house, bro. My foot hurt. I looked down. Fucking Kanye. I'm like,
Fucking Kanye. He's probably wearing a crop top.
yeah. He woke up, his crop top was here. It said Kanye.
Yeah, it said
right on
Kanye.
there.
He said fucking Kanye. I still have no clue why he said that. He just out of nowhere. He said fucking Kanye.
Because someone tattooed Kanye on his foot.
Like straight up a
While he
tattoo.
was sleeping, yeah.
What? How did he not wake up, bro?
I don't know.
He must have been so drunk.
Yeah.
What the frat house? Jesus Christ.
Is there a fourth Red Bull or no?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Yep.
That'd be amazing. I don't want to drink like Red Bull though. I feel bad.
I already slammed 2 of them.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Palsy Wowsy. My dad used to say that.
You're welcome, buddy, old pal.
Palsy Wowsy. Also, I haven't hit a vape in probably like 2 weeks, honestly. Can I hit that? No, I'm just kidding.
No, no.
I only had one Zyn today. I had 2.
Are you
yesterday.
trying to cut nicotine out altogether?
I think so, yeah. Because like
valid.
there's no good way to ingest it. But right now I'm just.
So what, are you just
weaning
gonna
myself
become
off.
an alcoholic or what?
I'm probably just gonna become that's my plan. I'm probably just gonna become an alcoholic or
I respect it.
maybe start doing yayo.
Everybody's gotta be some.
Yayo. No, I'm not doing. Yeah. So that's another thing. Like, bro, I don't know who like would watch this or who's like gonna be watching this. So we're not gonna make drug use cool. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna fucking. I don't want to do that. Like, right there, we're gonna cut like that camera's like we're gonna show this shot and it's gonna be a crowd version. It's not gonna be, you know.
Blow smoke into your
Is that
face.
drugs?
Yeah, that's drugs, bro.
My point is, drugs aren't cool, and you shouldn't do drugs.
You know, weed's not a drug.
You can, once you get older of age,
Weed's medicine, buddy.
like you might want to try things, and that's okay. But you should really be careful and do everything in moderation. That's what I really think. My dad told me that. Everything in moderation, including moderation. So,
Greg, did you yourself listen to that?
I
did
didn't.
you follow?
No, I didn't. But now I am.
Now you're an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
You're an advocate
because I
for
know.
Do you
That's
work
why-
for DARE?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, shit. Oh, good for you,
Stands for
buddy.
drugs are really exciting. That's what DARE stands for.
There you go, bud. There you go. You made
No,
it.
it's like when your parents say like it's because you have to learn stuff. Sometimes you have to learn lessons by living and by fucking up.
I call those lessons by default. They're just default lessons you're supposed to learn in life. They're lessons
That's actually
by
pretty
default,
good.
bro.
Default
Because
lessons.
there's all, everybody in life
Yeah, I
has
know.
some default lessons they need to learn, bro. Heartbreak is one of them. They need to learn how to deal with a heartbreak. You can't just go and, we're not going to say it, but you can't just go and do that.
This is
you know?
actually really cool. Let's go through all the default lessons. So yeah.
Default is, all right, so heartbreak, probably one of them.
Heartbreak.
I would probably say dealing with loss, like death.
The concept of death.
The concept of death.
I used to think
in
about that
general.
when I was really little all the time.
Bro, I used to
Like
be
that.
scared, like straight
Me
up
too.
terrified.
I remember
of
like
death.
when I was really, really little, I woke up like, well, not woke up, but I couldn't sleep and I was like crying and I went out to my mom and I was like,
I don't want to die. I don't want to.
well, I was just like crying. She's like, what's wrong? And I was like, we're all gonna die. Like, and you can't like.
Bro, it's crazy to think about because we're literally on a floating rock.
And even when I just said that just now, I'm like happy and giggling and shit and just kind of like talking shit. So like,
Still
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna think
scares
about
you
it, but,
though,
like,
huh?
no, but like if you really actually like, now I'm gonna think about it. Are you ready?
Are you thinking about it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
That's actually
It's crazy.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane.
I don't know.
I think about it a lot. Like, you know how like we came from the Big Bang, the theory, the Big Bang theory.
the show.
Yeah, you know Sheldon.
I
You know young Sheldon too.
on a lighter note, like I absolutely cannot stand that show. I fucking hate that show. I've never seen Young
I
Sheldon.
think it's like all sitcoms for me, bro. I can't deal with a sitcom.
Any like laugh track besides iCarly. that
Or
was,
The
like,
Office.
only-
The Office was fire.
Yeah, The Office. Bro, let me tell you something about The Office, alright? You see what I'm wearing? I fucking...
You look like Jim Halpert.
my mom...
You look like Jim Halpert.
I appreciate it. That's a compliment. He's a good-looking guy.
He's a good looking dude.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's gone on to do some crazy things, bro. The Office was like his first role, like major role, and he went on to do some crazy shit.
I
Still doing some crazy
I like Ryan a lot. He's probably one of my favorites. Like, he just, like, plays such a fuck
You
up. He
remind
was
me
one of
of
the
Ryan.
writers. He was one of the writers of the show, though.
Yeah. And Kelly Kapoor was too. Kelly.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody in the annex, like Toby.
He was one of the writers?
Bro, didn't you hear like the behind the scenes thing? Like basically all the writers were in the annex, like least amount on camera because they were writing the show. Everybody in the annex was a writer.
That's actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. I did not know that.
I watched so much behind the scenes shit about the Office. That was my favorite
Bro,
show.
That
Forever.
was exactly like, bro.
It's probably still is my favorite show. I haven't
So-
watched it in a while, but
We were born in 2002.
Yeah.
We grew up. Our parents, like my parents, watched The Office all the time. Like after Seinfeld, like The Office came
Office
out,
came out.
and like they watched all the time. And then, so growing up, I saw all the time, and it was like really cool. So I wanted to watch it. And then like as I got old enough to understand it, I watched it all the time. And then, shout out Carly. But I remember one time, like Carly or like one of the girls that we went to school with, like they're like, "Oh, you should watch The Office. It's so good," or something. Like a couple of years later, in like 6th grade or 7th grade, and it was like a trendy, cool thing.
Yeah, it was.
And
For a
I was
while
like,
there. Bro.
And I don't even want to be like that guy that's like, "Oh, I already knew it," but like I really did.
Yeah.
Like I watched the absolute
Yeah.
shit out of it, and like someone randomly was like, they thought they were so cool, and they said it too. They were like, I don't know if it was her, like it was somebody though, and they were like, "Oh, you should watch," like, and I was like, I just felt like such a, because you can't like. Like, what am I gonna say? I already did.
I already watched it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What the fuck?
I
You're
just
late.
didn't say shit. I
Yeah.
just didn't say anything and just was mad.
Sometimes it's better to just not say anything.
Yeah, I guess, right? And then, so I didn't, and I was just pissed off.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, it happened again. It was like another huge, like, office boom.
Bro,
Like-
and it was popular, like, not even too long. Right
But it's
before,
because it's a great show. It's
right
because
after
it's
it
a
got
great
taken
show.
off of Netflix and put on Peacock, it boomed again, bro. Like, I don't know if it's
Fucking
still on
Peacock.
Peacock. I think it probably is because it's still super popular. My belt buckle is fucking digging into my stomach, bro, and it hurts.
It's fucking dick and balls.
My dick and balls are hurting.
Yo, so I don't even know, like, where to put a podcast besides YouTube, but, like, Spotify, right?
Spotify. I guess you could put it on SoundCloud if you really, like, wanted to.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
I gotta edit it, too, and, like, actually look at it and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make sure it came out fucking tit.
Tit.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, like... This was a pretty good first episode, but I got a lot to say. We can end it now if you want. Or we can keep
We can
going.
keep going for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not, right?
How's your day?
All right. Was here. Took down the staging.
Yeah. You worked on my house,
Yeah.
really. You shingled my house.
I'll send you a video. We can put it up. The video I
Yeah.
sent you earlier.
Play the video right now. Mike and his dad are carpenters. My dad's also a carpenter, but he doesn't do it anymore, really. But
Yeah. We just sided his whole right side of his house.
yeah,
Looks really good.
it looks fucking
Looks
amazing.
really good.
It really does. I love like the look of like clean new like wood or like
Yeah, it's
the
cedar. It's
smell.
white cedar. Some of the best shingles you could ever buy. It's red cedar. Red cedar is probably the best in my opinion. Red cedar just looks so good. But white cedar is, I don't know, it's like $80 a bundle, which is stupid expensive. And like I think red cedar is like $100 a bundle.
How much would a bundle like cover? Like how many bundles did that take?
A lot. So
Oh
if you
yeah,
think
you
about
had
it,
them all delivered. Did you guys use all those?
I think we're returning 2 of them. So I mean, or one of them. I don't know how many we had left. However many we have left, we return.
It was a big ass pallet though.
It
I
was
saw the
huge.
like load.
It's huge. It was more than. I want to say one. There's like 100 square feet, maybe. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't really remember. I just take them out. I just unstrap them and fucking put them up.
Yeah.
I don't know. He handles all the orders, and my dad handles all the orders and stuff. I'm just the workhorse, you know.
Yeah.
That's my 50% of the company is being a workhorse and lifting heavy things. And I get it. Eventually, I'm gonna have to do it all. So I've been learning a lot, though.
Oh, that's
How to
good.
price jobs out,
Yeah.
you know. Getting there. I also have a junk removal business, Mike's Junk Removal.
Shout out Mike's junk removal.
Yep.
Not to be confused with Mike's mayo.
No. Mike's amazing. They make mayo. I clean up junk. I dump my load. I dump my load. That was probably one of the scariest times of my life, bro. When I was sitting at the dump and that like huge dump truck almost backed into me. I was texting you during it. I was like, this fucking dump truck almost fucking backed. Bro, it was like,
Were you beeping?
I was beeping, but like those trucks are so loud.
Yeah, they can't even hear you,
even
probably.
hear me. I was just lucky he stopped. Like he stopped like 10 feet from my car.
That is really sketchy.
It was bad.
The horn in that white car, my first car, didn't work.
Really? Not at all?
Yeah, no.
You know you fail inspection if your horn doesn't work. It's like a safety thing. Your horn's supposed to be a safety thing. Most
yeah.
people are dicks and just lay on it to be a dick, but
It was. I remember in driver's ed, it was supposed to be a simple "I'm here" signal, and like now it's just like,
now it's like, fuck you, move over.
bro, that's another thing. That's the thing about the whole like Canadian and Swedish people being really nice and shit, and like other countries being like cool. Part of me thinks that it's just the Northeast that's the problem. Like, because down south people are like nice and hospitable.
West is bad too, though. Like
No,
California's
so
bad. They're just
this was a graph my brother just told me about. They split the country into 4 sections, and they're like, the Northeast, they act mean, but they're really nice. The Southeast, they act nice and they are nice. And then, like, the Southwest, like Texas and stuff, they act mean and they are mean. And then, like, the Northwest, I think, was, like, they act nice, but they are mean. I think it was like that.
Yeah, probably.
Which, honestly, is pretty valid.
Bro, say what you will about, like, Boston, or, like, Massachusetts in general, but they're probably some of, like, the nicest, down-to-earth people. Like, my grandfather, he lives in Massachusetts, and he lives in this community where, like, every single day they're out walking the dogs, or, like, somebody's out. Like, they're all out in their front yards, bro. Like, that's kind of, like, the community I want to be in, like, when I find a community to live in. I don't want to be in some, like, neighbors are pissed off at me all the time, or neighbors are just pissed off in general all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that community is just, like, a bunch of people that are just down to earth.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, people say Boston's, like, I don't know, super, like, mean, or, like, they talk mean, or, like, they talk rude, but I feel like that's just how we all talk over here. Like,
Yeah,
we all just kind of, like, straightforward to the point, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like people see that as rude or mean or something.
I think that's the whole thing. I think that really is true. It's like we like put on like a harder exterior or something. Maybe because there's so many people close together and we kind of have to. Like
That could be
naturally.
the reason. Bro, we have over like a million. We have well over a million people in Rhode Island, and we are by far the smallest state.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we live in Rhode Island.
Oh.
It's the smallest state.
Sorry, started drinking. Forgot we weren't gonna say where we live. Yeah,
No,
but
it's
we
not
live
that
in Rhode
crazy.
Island. So.
Yeah, we live in Rhode Island, and it is the smallest state in the United States. It's on the northeast coast. A lot of people think that we're like a part of New York or something.
I think we're Long Island every
We're
single
not.
time.
Yeah.
Every
We're
time.
not. We're our own state. And actually, there's like some interesting stuff about Rhode Island. Like, I think I'll put up some facts here. I think we were the first state to declare independence from Britain. We were like, fuck you. We were the first ones or something.
I believe we were the first ones. We were.
Or
I
we were
believe.
the last ones to sign the like
Yeah,
treaty,
but
the
we
peace treaty.
were one of the first original 13 colonies.
Yeah, and we Roger Williams
Roger
started.
Williams. Shout out
He
Roger
started
Williams.
Rhode Island because he was a part of Massachusetts or the Boston colony, and it was very religious. I think they were the Quakers
Got
or something.
excommunicated.
He got excommunicated because he wanted like religious
He
freedom. or
wanted
whatever.
church and state to be separate.
Separated, and that's why he started. Do you know what the full name of Rhode Island is?
Well, they changed. Didn't they change it? They changed it.
Yeah,
They shortened it, but it was like something Providence and Plantations, or like Rhode Island and Providence Plantations.
or something.
I think it was that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they changed it. I think now it's just Rhode Island.
Yeah, I really wonder what other people like. Cause
Bro, people
that's
thought it was
something-
so racist, like. But
Well-
I don't think it was like meant to be racist. We had plantations that were, I'm pretty sure, not run by slaves.
I don't
if
know.
I'm
I was
not
gonna go a
mistaken.
totally different direction with it. I was gonna say I wonder what people.
Where's my phone?
It's over there. I saw it. I just wonder
I gotta look it up now.
what it's like for people to live in other states and grow up there, and that's all they know. Like, what if you were born and raised in Iowa, and that's all you know? Or the show The Boys, how she grew up in Des Moines, Wisconsin or some shit, or wherever Des Moines. I'm sorry, I don't know, but sorry
We
if you're
did
from
have
Des
slavery.
Moines.
Never mind, I was mistaken.
Yeah, we all had slavery, and a lot of people think that Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery because he was a nice guy, but it was really just a political move.
Oh,
He didn't really
100%.
care. It was just
No.
political. He just wanted to be the president. I gotta make sure this phone is recording. Damn, it really is.
That's what the South fought for, though, was the slaves. They didn't want slavery to be abolished. That's what the whole Civil War was about.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Abraham Lincoln was our 5th president, and that's when slavery was abolished.
Yeah.
Pretty early on, super early on into our country.
It's kind of crazy that there were 4 presidents with slavery.
Yeah. George Washington was the first because obviously he led the army across the Delaware.
When I drove across the Delaware Bridge
Yeah.
when I was going to Baltimore, I was like, damn.
Isn't it called the George Washington Bridge?
I forget.
It's called the George Washington Bridge.
But bro, it's a huge river.
Huge.
Like same with those like New York, where like the Hudson.
Yeah, the Hudson's huge, but it's
It's
also
really
super
huge.
toxic. They
Really?
dump so much toxic waste into the Hudson, bro.
Damn.
So much. And a judge just actually.
K Flock said he was like dump you in the Hudson or something.
Bro, you know how many dead bodies are in the Hudson? You know how many
Probably
dead
a lot.
bodies are probably in the Patuxent?
Bro, that
River?
was
They
the thing,
pulled
right?
so many out of
They
them.
were washing up like left and
Yeah,
right the other week.
like so many. That was
That's
like a few
crazy.
months ago, but it's like 3 in 1 month or something like this. Fucking insane. It's insane. I don't understand it, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, you don't think of Rhode Island being like a violent place. I don't think Rhode Island's super violent.
No.
I've never encountered something like super violent in Rhode Island.
No. I don't
It's
think so.
crazy to think about. Because there was like serial killer like rumors a while ago.
No, there were actually. We're not gonna say like exactly where we live, but there have been known serial killers in Rhode Island in the past 20 years.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
a couple of them.
Well,
Like one dude broke into some old lady's house and like beat the shit out of her and like killed her and her daughter.
there's been a lot of spree killers too. Like spree killers. Spree killers are like 3 super quick victims or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, I forget what classifies a serial killer.
I don't know. That's a great question.
There's got to be like some line that's drawn between serial killer, spree killer, mass shooter, or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. Would they consider a mass shooter, like somebody that shot like a lot of people? Would they consider that a serial killer, or is it like
Like at once, like
yeah,
a spray,
or
I
like
don't know.
mass? It's probably mass.
Yeah, I feel like that would be like a mass murder, but I feel like a serial killer or a serial killing would be individual.
Like over a period
over
of time.
I just remember like every time, bro. You know, like such a nostalgic game. I mean, Halo 2 was really nostalgic, but I was gonna say Halo Reach. I just remember like
yeah.
playing Forge. That's what I was gonna say though. It's like Killjoy, Killtacular. Like I don't know the other
Bro,
ones.
I always wondered what happened to like
Killing Frenzy.
the voice actors for those games and stuff.
Snipe, Blitzkrieg, Grenade Queen, Scheduler. 10 out of 5.
Optimum Prime.
Babe, si Optimum Pride though.
The dude they played Optimus Prime. He like made my childhood.
Who was it? What was his name?
Before time began, there was the Cube.
When I voiced Prime for the very first time, I was living with my brother Larry, who was a Marine, and I said, I'm going to an audition. I'm going to be a truck. And he started to laugh. And he said, a truck? And I said, this is a leader. This is a hero. And his demeanor just changed. He just went,
Well, Peter, if you're going to be a leader, be strong enough to be gentle.
and I got to the audition, and I said,
My name is Optimus Prime. We are here. We are waiting.
If I saw a picture.
Look up Bruce Willis. You know Bruce Willis.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
I forget what disease he has right now. Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's.
Maybe.
Alzheimer's. He can't talk anymore. He can't walk on his own.
Really?
And he forgot he's a famous actor. Like, he forgot who he was. Doesn't know who he is anymore.
Damn, bro, that's actually horrible.
You know, it's sad.
I can't like, dude, that'd be crazy.
Can't even picture what that would even be like. It's like literally living a life that you are super proud of, and then it just being all stripped away from you.
I was just picturing that. Imagine the live.
I don't even know who
motion
you
picture.
are anymore.
The lot, like, I've thought about that before. If I got Alzheimer's, but I really recorded my whole life and put it out on YouTube.
Yeah, that would be crazy, because
And
then
I
you could
wouldn't
just
even-
keep watching
yeah.
it. But
And someone, I can just picture someone being like, "You recorded your whole life," and like, I just wonder what I would say. Like, I'd be like, "Did anyone watch it?" Or I'd probably be like, "This is what I'd be like." I'd be like, "Did anyone watch it?" And they would be like, "Yeah" or "No" or like "No," and I'd be like, "Huh, It's weird. Like, I would, and just like, but you spent your whole life doing it, but in that moment when you
Yeah.
forget, like, you don't even care anymore. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think any of that matters when you're on your deathbed.
No.
You're lying in your deathbed and you're like, you know, you filmed everything in your life. And you're like, well, none of that really matters now. I'm about to die, you know. But I mean,
I do think though, like, because I mean, I want to have kids, and I a lot of the time I think about like what I'm gonna leave behind.
I guess if you're leaving it to your kids, that makes it
like,
good.
I want my kids to kind of see like what
Bro,
world.
I don't think I want kids, bro.
You really don't, bro. I hope you have kids.
Until the world becomes a better place.
To be honest,
Can't do
if
it.
I'm gonna be real, like, I kind of hope that we all have kids.
Well, I think the group already got kids.
Yeah.
Jesse's got 2 kids.
Jesse has 2 kids.
But I think there's another 2 that are pretty much guaranteed. Maybe 3. Josh and Bella getting married.
Yeah, shout out Josh
And Bella are getting married.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to them. I still got to give them their gift, bro. I still haven't given them their gift because I haven't seen them.
I gave Josh his gift. I got him.
I remember I saw you at Rise that night, and I was just, like, so tired. I just wanted to go
Oh,
home.
yeah, I did, yeah.
Bro, and then you, like, drove behind me the whole way. And I, like, took
Yeah,
the
kinda.
weirdest way home. I didn't even go, like, I wasn't even thinking when I got out of there. I went left at the light. I should have gone right and got on the highway.
Yeah.
Bro, I went the weirdest way. I, like, went this way, and then I turned that way, and then I went all the way back down. Like, I was just so tired.
Part of me was like, is he going to Jeb's? And then I was like, nah, he's not.
No, because I told you I wasn't. I was like, I'm not. But no, I wasn't thinking. I was so tired, bro. I couldn't even think straight. I just started driving, and then, like, halfway through the drive, I woke up, and I was like, holy shit, I'm going the wrong way. So I just turned. It's like, what the fuck?
Are we just going to see how long we can talk? This is the real maximum capacity. We're just going to talk until we can't anymore,
until
I
we
guess.
can't talk anymore.
Maybe that's what we should do every single episode. We're just going to talk until
Just
we
talk
absolutely
until we
can't.
can't.
Bro, some Joe Rogan episodes are like 4 fucking hours, like 6 hours.
Well, those are some
literally-
interesting ass interviews, though.
Yeah.
If you really like, he has some out of pocket guests sometimes. Like, I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but there have been some like pretty out of pocket guests. Not out of pocket in a sort of like they're just crazy. Like, but I think some of those people just like talk out of their ass for 3 or 4 hours. They just like think whatever they're saying is right.
I love this dude, David Cho.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that guy.
He's been on a few times. I was like obsessed with him for a little bit. He's had like a crazy life. He like went to the Congo when he was a kid by himself, like 17 or 19, and he's like 50 now, so this was like forever ago. He went to the Congo in like the deep ass jungle to like find a dinosaur
Why?
because he heard that there was one there.
So he was just
And
like,
all the
oh, my
locals-
buddy told me. That.
When he got there, all the local, like, cause he was like a librarian in another country first, cause he like ran away from home or something. I don't want to like tell a story for him, but he's famous and it's like he talked about it.
Yeah.
But like he like, I just don't want to fuck it up or get it wrong. But I like for the most part, I think like he was trying to like find himself, and he went to like this village and like there was a lot of crime there. He went to like the Congo in the middle of like a civil war, like.
Yeah, probably
And there
people
was-
getting beheaded and stuff.
Yeah, and there was one like English speaking missionary guy or something, and he was like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I'm here to find the dinosaur, and he was like, no, you're not. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you're
here
not,
to
I
like
know.
find yourself. Like, you're here to like. He was like, I've seen people like you, and he was like, really? And he's like, yeah, like once every 5 years, some weirdo like you comes here or something. But he said when he got there,
That's a
It's-
missionary for you, though. They're like the Mormons of the distant lands.
yeah, I don't know. So that part that he went to was like all just tribal and shit, and like really like uninhabited, and like that's why like if there was gonna be a dinosaur anywhere, and there's still new species popping up all the time of like reptiles and stuff that like no one knows about.
Yeah.
And he said when he got there, and he was asking all like the natives and shit, all of them were like the answer wasn't like maybe or no. All of them said like, oh yeah, it's over. Like yeah, we've seen it. It's right there. Like
Like,
he
it's
was
already been discovered by this tribe or whatever.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, like it's right over
It's a
there.
normal thing. Are you trying to take it away from us? Like,
He
what are
said-
you doing? Go away.
But he tells like that whole story, and
It's like, that's the sacred, like, dinosaur. Like,
Yeah.
You just took it and put it in a museum. That's crazy to think about, though, because, like, what if somewhere in, like, some distant tribe in Africa that, like, settled American or, like, even European explorer has gone to? It's just this, like, distant tribe or whatever. I don't even know if they exist. But what if there's just, like, a crashed UFO there? There's, like, no way for them to, like, communicate to us that there's a crashed UFO over here because they, like, don't speak the language or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of crazy to think about.
we wouldn't know.
We have no
We
clue.
literally wouldn't know.
And there was
Like-
this theory about aliens, like, going to these uninhabitable or uninhabited villages, basically, that, like, because they're, like, easier to manipulate or, like, easier to, I don't know, it's just a theory that I heard. I don't know
Imagine
if it's
you
true
went to
or
those
not,
like uninhabited. Imagine you go to those like places where it's just tribes and they have like
yeah, like that
cave writing of, like,
island that you've heard
UFOs.
about. If you heard about that island, it's like some island. I forget where it is.
They've tried to like make contact and they're like,
Yeah, they were like, go
yeah,
screaming, and like they have
Yeah.
like actual like bow and arrows and spears. Like it's
spears,
literally
yeah.
what you see in the movies.
yeah.
Like
It's like
uninhabitable.
Skull Island, like King Kong.
Literally.
That's another thing I think of when I think of the early 2000s. I think of that like first King Kong movie where he's fighting the dinosaurs.
Bro, have you ever been to Universal Studios?
Yeah.
Did you go on Skull Island, the Kong ride?
No.
It was so amazing, bro. It was so good. It probably wouldn't be as good as like now because I'm older. But I remember just having the funnest time in there. And the line was at, like, they had stuff for you to do in the line. So it wasn't terrible.
I think like the only thing I remember about Universal was like the Transformers, like standing outside. They
Did
had,
you
like,
go
the
on
big,
that Transformers roller coaster?
I don't even know. I don't even remember, honestly. The
were
only thing I
probably too
remember was them
small.
like standing outside.
How old were you? I was going to say, how big were you?
I don't even know.
Universal. I think I was like 12, 13 maybe when I went.
I think I was younger than that.
Yeah. Oh, because I remember it's in your trailer, isn't it? Or it was in a video you
Nah, it
showed
was in
me.
a video, yeah.
Yeah.
I was really, really little.
You were tiny.
But I think I went back
Jonathan was small too.
years later with Becca, or maybe. Yeah.
You were friends with him like that? Like you went to, places with him like that? How long were you guys friends? I feel like it was only for like a few years. Like a year
It
or
was
two.
from 4th or 5th grade to 9th grade, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. Because
And I think that was like the period in time where I just like, we didn't talk
yeah, we
much.
didn't talk that much. So that's what I was gonna say at the beginning when we first started. I was gonna say like we like were like best friends, then we kind of like stopped talking as much, and then eventually.
I don't
we
want to
were
say it
friends
was
again.
because. I think it was because.
Really,
I think.
I feel like it
no
was 'cause there's,
shade,
like, a
but I
lot
think
of
it was just
things.
because of the way you were acting at the time. You were acting kind of like weird. You just weren't like your normal Gregory self.
Yeah, no.
And it was kind of like we were at the age where it's kind of hard to like tell why somebody is acting different.
Yeah, I feel like I was just like figuring
No, I know everybody.
stuff out.
Yeah,
And I was like, I remember like I just started smoking weed. I started smoking weed before a lot of kids did.
yeah.
And I
Josh
started-
got me into smoking weed. I forget when. It was a
Yeah.
while ago though. It was a long time ago.
It was me and Robert and
Robert Stevenson.
yeah. But
I didn't talk to him much before he moved.
yeah, I would just like
Wasn't good friends with him.
he was here like every single day in the summer. My dad used to drive him to summer school. I was just friends with them for a while.
Were you ever in summer school?
I did really well in school. I was in honors classes. I just want to put that out there. And AP, college classes, but I didn't go
I
to
think I
college.
just remember you being there.
I was
that
only
year at
in
Vets.
summer school 1 year, and it was
It's at Vets.
maybe, I think it was junior.
I
It was
remember
either
because I had just gotten his license. I had my permit. I think
was it junior or sophomore then?
sophomore. Freshman
Yeah.
year.
No,
No, it
I
was
wasn't
sophomore
there
year.
freshman
It
I
was
did
sophomore year.
Yeah.
Because freshman year I had good grades because I was on the hockey team. And then sophomore year I failed off the hockey team. And that's when my grades were just terrible. I just stopped caring.
Yeah. That's what sucks.
But hey, I make more than a teacher makes, so
yeah.
that's off of building it myself. Well, and my dad, but
Yeah.
mostly my dad.
Yeah.
But, after he's done, it's going to be all me, though. And it's 50% me now, you know? I think it's cool that I've stepped up and taken more responsibility in what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Trying to make it happen. Saving for a house. Might buy my mom's old house. I'm thinking about it, bro. Thinking about it. Even if I rent it out. It's a nice neighborhood.
I know.
People would pay. See, the mortgage, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about it because somebody out there might buy it or somebody out there might rent for me. And I'm not even going to tell them what the mortgage is. Fuck you. You don't get to know.
Someone might dox you.
I don't care.
But, no, basically, about the thing, I was friends with this kid and I liked him at first, and I really thought he was cool. But he was just kind of a dick. And I remember I was too shy to hang out with him, like to ask him if he wanted to hang out. So I came home one day. I was in like 4th grade.
I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, and I was like, Mom, there's some kid that I want to like hang out with, but I don't really know how to tell him. And she was like, oh, okay. And she like wrote a letter to his mom. And she was like, oh, just tell him that it's for like the PTO or whatever. So I gave him that note, and then she was like, but I knew it wasn't for that. I was like, I think it's for like the PTO or something. I don't know. And he was like, okay. And then he was like, the next day he was like, my mom just said like your mom wanted you to find like kids to hang out with or something, and like I'm down, like we hanging out. And I was like, okay. And like I was like
word. Let's do it.
Kind of weird, yeah. But yeah, he was just a dick, and it's funny because like
I feel like a lot of kids would agree with that too. Back in the day, he was just a dick to everybody.
Yeah, and I didn't really know that because he wasn't really a dick to me.
I feel like but
like over
I feel
time,
like we shouldn't be doxing people, but he was going through a lot at the time too. I remember something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So like he might be like, I'm just gonna bleep it out. I just bleep out his name.
Bleep out the names, yeah.
Yeah. Should I bleep out all the names?
Yeah, probably smart.
Yeah.
You never know who's gonna be upset about us using their name.
That's true.
I feel like eventually.
And like legally, if we fucking like get famous and like
let's not get sued, bro.
Yeah.
I don't got the money to be sued. I'm just getting the money for a house.
Name. So, yeah, right. And then he like, it got to the point where I was just only hanging out with him because like he would always ask me to hang out.
Yeah, that's where we stopped chilling.
And he wasn't hanging out with anybody else because he didn't like anybody else. And like he was just kind of like not trying to make new friends. So like I was like the only one around.
Didn't Brody chill with you guys?
Not really.
No.
Maybe like one time.
Who else was?
That was
feel
it.
like I remember.
He didn't like anybody. Well, Robert.
Oh yeah. Bro, me and were good friends for a little bit there too.
Make
sure we blur that name. I hate that kid.
Yeah,
so
I liked him.
Yeah, I fucking hate him. I don't like him.
I did like him.
I hate that kid.
But
blur
now,
his name because I fucking hate that
fuck
kid.
That kid. Yeah.
He's I hate him. All right, Gregory. He's done some shit to me, bro.
Really?
Yeah, he's done some shit.
Bro.
Thank God you don't remember and nobody remembers. He's done some shit. I don't know how I drifted away from everybody so much. I think it was just high school.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Middle school too. I feel like once middle school happened, it just started to
And another 30 minutes? Jesus Christ. You're going to have a lot of editing to do, bud.
I know. I think we're at this is an hour and a half now.
Yeah. You have a lot of editing to do. Maximum capacity on editing, buddy.
Yeah. Welcome to maximum capacity.
We could always chop it up into 2 episodes, too.
Nah.
No?
We're just gonna make it one, and then we could like we'll make like shorts out of it and stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I like I fucking
Life overall is weird to think about.
it's just weird how like from 7th grade to now.
I don't know, bro. It's like time goes so slow, but it also goes so fast too.
You know, I was thinking about today. I made so many SoundCloud songs about. Like, that was like.
I'm not even gonna say my piece, bro.
That was the only girl that really ever actually like broke my heart.
I know. That's why I don't want to talk about it. It sucks though.
I still think about it. That's the only one.
Shouldn't
that,
though.
I really shouldn't, but I do.
Shouldn't.
Not all the time though, but like.
But you shouldn't ever. That was so long ago, Gregory.
I know.
I remember the first. Thank God we're blurring names. First time I ever.
It's crazy. Like
I don't even know how half of the people I know right now. I don't remember the first day I ever met them. You know.
I know. Isn't it funny? There's like. It's funny too, cause like our our junior high and our high school, there was like a multitude of different kids. Like there was like rich kids, like lower middle
Super
class
poor
kids, some kids that were really poor, some kids
Super
were,
poor.
and then like
I always felt bad for those
we were
kids
like in the
too.
middle.
Yeah, we were middle class.
I was like, I don't know. I feel like we're probably lower middle class, cause there wasn't really like a.
Back then, yeah. We were lower middle class for sure. I feel like there really wasn't even a middle or lower middle class. I mean, I think it was just like low income, middle class, and then back then there really wasn't like multiple things. I don't think anyway.
All the kids that came from shit, their houses.
They're
didn't
rich.
look like,
They were in the rich category. They were up here.
I don't even.
We're
know,
in the
but
middle.
They weren't that rich. That's why I feel like
Came from.
they're like upper middle class, and we're like lower.
Okay,
middle
but at the
class,
time, I believe there
they
were
were
only
rich and we were just middle class.
there were only three: rich, middle class, low income. Now there's like low income, or like I'd say,
middle class,
I'll say
middle
so. The bottom of the barrel is like Section 8 housing, like government assistance. And I'm not saying like you might be at the bottom of the barrel because you were dealt a shitty hand in life. Sure, you might be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, bro,
but you also might be at the bottom of the barrel because you gambled your house away and your dog away and your truck away.
Your fucking parents did before you were born, and it's not your fault.
That's what I mean. Dealt a shitty hand, or you did it to yourself. That's the only two reasons you're on Section 8.
I guess
Dealt a
that's
shitty
valid.
hand, or you're fucking stupid. Terrible, buddy.
Or you have a disability.
And then there's, like,
you
low
Don't
income.
have anybody alive that can take care of you.
There's
so
low
you're forced
income.
to-
Well, I guess so, yeah. But there's low income now, which is like half of America, more than half of America, which is like you can't live off of the wage you're making, and it's like super like shitty. You're almost to the point where you need government assistance, but you don't yet. And then there's like lower middle class, which is like you're kind of teetering on the line of you're doing all right and oh fuck, what's going on? And then there's middle class, which is like, you know, probably what we considered wealthy back in the day is like middle class now.
Which is like we pay everybody's taxes, like the rich and the poor. We pay
Exactly,
all
that's
taxes.
middle class. And then there's upper middle class where it's like, all right, you're doing pretty good in life now, you know, you're getting somewhere.
Like you can send your kids to private school and
Yeah,
have them
maybe
play
you can
tennis
send
and,
one
like,
one of your children or something, but the other one gets public school still cuz you know. That's upper
You
middle.
can buy them hockey equipment.
Then there's like I don't even know what you would call like upper class. I think you call them upper class. Then there's upper class,
Yeah.
which is like
1%ers.
no. The one percenters are
You're
like
talking about, like-
super upper class.
You're talking about like the 10%.
Yeah, I'm talking about like the 10,
7%.
maybe the 20.
No.
Yeah. The other 50 above middle class is wealthy, pretty much.
But it's not 50. I bet
No,
you
it's
that,
below
like,
50.
I bet you poor people are like 40.
Like
middle
super
class-
poor. You're talking about like bottom of the barrel poor.
I just mean like I think low class, like lower class is like 40, middle class is 40, and rich is like 20. That's what I think.
Well, it depends also what you consider rich. What do you consider rich? Like super, like billionaire? That's 1%.
Like,
You're talking about like maybe 500 grand and up a year.
make 220. If your salary is
That's
220,
middle class. In today's America, that's middle class.
$220,000 a year.
That's middle class in
You're
America.
not middle class.
That's, bro, look it up. That's literally middle class. In America right now, that's middle class.
Bro.
Look it up. They might say upper middle, but it's still middle.
Salary range for middle class varies significantly, but a general guideline from the Pew Research Center
View.
Defense, yeah, PU, as earning between 2/3 and double the median household income, which was approximately $75,000 in the U.S. as of 2025, leading to a broad national range of roughly $50,000 to $150,000. Which I would say
Single
is
family
fair.
household, you have to make $101,000 a year to live comfortably in Rhode Island. 4 family households, you have to make $256,000 a year to be comfortable in Rhode Island. In all 50 states, it's like over 200 grand to live comfortably if you have a
don't
family
know
of
how
4.
to manage money, but if you know how to manage money and you got that far, then you probably know to like save a little
Yeah,
bit.
but at what
invest.
point do you say, okay, I'm tired of living check to check like this. I need something better for myself. Because so many Americans right now are living check to check to check to check to check to check to check.
But the average for middle class is 50,000 to 150,000, because if you're making more than that, and if you're making more than
Okay, but if you're going,
150,000,
all right, if you're going by tax brackets, then
Yeah.
yeah, you're probably upper class. But
you are.
Greg,
I'm just saying,
Greg,
if you make over 150K
if you make
a
30
year,
grand, say
and
you
you're
make
fumbling
30 grand
that,
a year,
you're a minority and you're an idiot. If you're fumbling over 150 grand a year and you're living check to check, you are a minority because you are an idiot. That's my point. I don't think that people...
I think the idiots are the majority. I don't think you're a minority.
Not rich people, because they're rich. They're not idiots.
Some rich people are idiots, bro.
Yeah,
like
if they're born
inheritors.
yeah, that's true.
Most people inherited their wealth that are like billionaires right now. Most of them inherited their wealth. And that's kind of crazy to think about. Like, bro, where are the Rockefellers? Where are the, like, who in the Rockefellers is benefiting from all of Rockefeller's money? Who is that right now? Like his great-great-great-great-grandchild? The Rockefellers built America, bro. He was an oil tycoon, brother.
Bro.
David Rockefeller.
David?
That's the living Rockefeller.
Davy
right?
boy.
Former politician Jay Rockefeller, Ariana Rockefeller, Valerie Rockefeller. The family's collective net worth is estimated to be well over $10 billion.
We have... This is a long podcast.
2 hours of footage.
We've been rolling for an hour and 40 minutes.
Get your editing shoes on, Greg.
For real. For real ski.
I just saw recently, I think we were talking about this before we started. A Newport auction just had a Bugatti for sale. And it sold for $5.7 million in Rhode Island. It's kind of crazy. The whole auction was worth $10.1 million, I believe. The Bugatti was like more than half of its whole value of that auction. I don't know who bought it. I think it was an anonymous buyer.
Huh.
Kind of crazy. Do you see Judge Judy's selling her mansion in Rhode Island too for like $15.1 million?
Is Judge Judy shot in Rhode Island? I thought it was shot in California.
I don't know where it's shot. I
But
know she has a
in
house
Rhode Island.
here.
That's crazy.
I'm not sure if Judge Judy is filmed in Rhode Island. I don't think it is.
I saw a thing that like Swedish people like love zins. It was like, how can you tell if you're in Sweden? And it was like a bunch of like dudes like and like girls like they're like lifting up their lip and they had a zin in. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, Judge Judy filmed in Hollywood, California. Bro, they shot Judge Judy at a TV studio. Not even like at a courtroom. TV studio. Hollywood studio.
Fucking typical. That's fucked up, bro.
Hollywood Center Studios, then it was KTLA Studios, then it was Sunset Bronson Studios, then it was Culver Studios.
It's honestly like, I've talked about this before, but like growing up and watching iCarly, Victorious, all those like shows on Nickelodeon or like Disney, and like I used to think that I was so like far behind. Like I thought like when you're like a teenager, you were supposed to look like that and act like that and like think.
Well, like Victorious, like iCarly.
Yeah, but in reality, they're all like 35-year-old actors.
Yeah, bro.
So I remember just feeling like so stupid and like young. I was like, I'm supposed to be like.
Well, Miranda Cosgrove
them.
was young. She was in Drake and Josh, and she was super young.
Yeah.
And then like iCarly, she was probably high school age when she was doing iCarly. She was young. They were probably 15.
All right, yeah. In season 1, she was 13. She was in 8th grade.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But how many seasons were there?
I mean, throughout the show, they grew up though. Like they weren't all themed.
Okay,
like high
yeah.
school.
18. She was 18 in the 6th and final season, so I was kind of right. But she was also an actor. Like,
Yeah, but she was also going through school at the same time that she was doing iCarly. I don't know if her schooling was the same. She probably was homeschooled.
damn, they were 13 and 15. Drake and Josh, when they were filming.
Really?
What's up with this new AI mode shit? We're not even
What's
gonna
that,
get into- we're not
Gemini?
even gonna
Gemini
get into-
AI? Gemini. About Grok. What do you think about Grok?
I think it's a weird name. I just keep thinking of Gronk. Like,
Bro, it is a weird name. But
Dude,
then
that-
again, Elon named his son like XYZ or whatever.
that Caleb Presley and
It's so funny.
bro, he is so funny. I think he's like honestly one of like the funniest fucking podcasters.
Bro, what's his...
Did you see the one with Gronk?
No.
It's like Sunday Conversation. That's what it's called.
It's Caleb Presley, but who's the bigger dude who like
Glenny
eats-
Balls.
Yeah, but Glenny Balls, yeah.
With Gronk, bro, he was like, are you? He was like, so you're retired? And he was like, yeah, I'm retarded. And he was like, semi-retired. He's like, so you can get away with more stuff because you're semi-retired. I don't know. That was just funny. I think he's hilarious. I think we might have to wrap up because I have
Yeah.
to take a piss.
And you're gonna have to edit so much footage.
And I'm going to have to edit a lot of footage. Not really, but like, I guess we'll see. All right, this camera, that camera, you want to say? Is there anything you want to say?
I feel like it was good, bro.
Thank you for watching,
we did
guys.
good.
If you made it this far, I love you, and I hope
I don't
you
think
have-
anybody made it this far. I think we should say if you skipped ahead and now you're at the end.
If you skipped ahead and now you're at the end. Thank you. We appreciate it. We really do.
Appreciate it.
And I hope you have a beautiful night or a day at work.
Or day, whatever you're doing.
You deserve it. And we will see you next time. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We reached maximum
Yeah,
capacity.
we talked for a long time. feel like that's good though for a first episode. You gotta talk it all out.
Yeah, I could keep talking, honestly.
I could too, but it's getting late.
Yeah.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, buddy. Good time to end it. 9 o'clock. Gotta work in the morning, bro.
You gotta dump your load in the morning?
Yeah, I gotta go dump my load. Dump your load responsibly.
Yeah, dump your load. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. We
I love you.
appreciate it.
So,
Have a good night or day. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to put this fucking mic back together.